Hello again, everyone. My name is James, and this is the Active Retro, where we take a look at things that are active and retro, I guess. So, I happened to be at Goodwill the other day, and say what you will about Goodwill. You know, some customers' relationship with it have been a little bit strained in the past couple years, but I still check in every now and again because occasionally, I stress occasionally, you can still find a few good deals. And that happened to be the case the other day. If you dig sometimes deep enough into these Halloween bins, into these seasonal bins, you can pull out some gems. And that's exactly what I did with this. Yeah, this is a real unusual rubber mask. It's Curly the Skeleton from Goosebumps. Now this mask was made at some point in the mid-90s. I'm guessing sometime between 92 and 95 at the peak of Goosebumps popularity. Curly has a really interesting backstory. He's one of those instantly recognizable Goosebumps characters, but, you know, really, you can't really always say a lot about him. And that's really, you know, interesting enough because there isn't a lot to say about him. Curly has been on a large number of Goosebumps paraphernalia since his induction and Goosebumps induction in 1992. Whenever Goosebumps first came out, it was hard for the publisher Scholastic to always promote or market the materials to Goosebumps books because there really wasn't an identifiable mascot. Problem is that it's an anthology series. There's no main protagonist. Every book is different characters, a different setting, and so there's no relatable or identifiable character or setting to really carry you through from book to book to book. And that's why Curly came along. He was designed early on by Tim Jacobus, who did a lot of the different artwork for Goosebumps. He was created and designed specifically with the idea in mind of using him as a mascot. Jacobus' initial designs for Curly first appeared on Tales to Give You Goosebumps in the early 90s. Jacobus would later rework these designs and make them closer to what we know Curly as today. He was given his signature mohawk, his glasses, and a full skeletal body. Despite being the main mascot of Goosebumps and appearing on everything from fan club packages to newsletters to t-shirts to books, Curly has never been the main focus of a single Goosebumps book. In addition, there's really not much to be known about Curly. Neither Stein nor Jacobus has really ever elaborated on the character's backstory. Despite being the poster skeleton for Goosebumps for the past 20-odd years, Curly did not make an appearance in the 2015 live-action feature film of Goosebumps. However, it is rumored that he is most likely going to be appearing in the sequel, because you know there's going to be a sequel. Now, the mask itself is actually very nicely detailed, and this mask, of course, is at least 20 years old, I'm guessing, maybe a little older. And this particular one I have is actually in very nice shape. They made multiple masks for Goosebumps. From what I can tell, they made 3 different ones. They made Curly, of course. They made the Haunted mask, which is quite appropriate, and they made Slappy the doll, of course. Very well designed. He has the signature glasses here, which wrap around on either side, right over the ear holes. Or do skeletons have ear holes? And of course, there's the teeth are very nicely well shaded. On the back here, there also is the Goosebumps logo. Got some slime down here at the base of his mohawk, and of course, he does have a very nice mohawk here as well. So let's try this on. And there you have it. Now, 20 years later, and I assume this was designed for a child in mind. However, I can tell you this fits my head fairly well. Yeah. So wearing a 20-year-old mask I found at Goodwill. That's how you spend a Saturday night, folks. And I will say, to try and get this mask off is actually kind of really tough. And I'm afraid to do it without actually ripping the mask. Alright, so if you like this video, please, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. All month long, I'm going to try and continue doing spooky kind of things for Halloween. That's the plan, at least. I also intend to do some more articles over on theactiveretro.com. That's my blog. So you can find me here and over there at The Active Retro. You can also find me on social media. That's at Active Retro. Should be able to find me pretty easily. That's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But if you want to keep up with me on a more daily or bi-daily basis, then please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm on there quite a bit, and anytime I'm out, in the field finding different things, it usually goes there first. Not everything I find is ever always gonna make it here into the into a video or into an article. So all the good stuff is also going to show up on Twitter and Instagram. So please take a look there. You'll also see the shelves behind me they're always constantly changing and rotating what's going to be back there on the shelves. If you ever see anything interesting back there that you want a review of, that you want me to go over, I would be happy to do it. Just mention it down in the comments below. So thank you again, everybody, and have fun.